Welcome to the Climate Water Outlook for April to June 2021. Wet conditions have dominated many parts of Australia. The outlook suggests that April could be the wettest of the following 3 months. First, let's look at recent conditions. Heavy rainfall during March affected all states and territories. While this caused devastating floods in some areas, it also eased rainfall deficiencies in many previously dry areas. Torrential rains in mid-March brought 2 to 3 times the normal monthly rainfall over many parts of southeastern Australia. Earlier in the month, some parts of southwest Western Australia also had rainfall totals over 100 millimetres. With more cloud cover, March daytime temperatures were generally average to cooler than average. Rains in early March increased soil moisture in the southwest of WA, and in the east, the heavy rains have led to fairly wet soils and removed soil moisture deficits across eastern Australia. While the immediate flooding has been disastrous for many, these rains have filled tanks, dams and aquifers from central Australia to the east coast. Many water storages in eastern Australia have increased during March and will rise further in the coming weeks. Storages in the Tanami Timor Sea coast in northern Australia have also continued to rise. However, storages in the southern Murray-Darling Basin and southern Victoria are lower than they were last month. So, what will influence our climate in the coming months? Ocean temperatures in the tropical Pacific have warmed back to ENSO neutral levels. However, trade winds and cloud patterns remain La Niña-like, meaning that La Niña impacts may continue for several weeks. As the coming season will see us transition from La Niña to neutral conditions, the weather at the start and at the end of the season could be quite different. This can be seen in our rainfall outlook. April to June rainfall is likely to be wetter than average in northern Australia, with more variable rainfall elsewhere. But with La Niña on the way out, April is the most likely of the coming 3 months to see that above average rainfall. The streamflow outlook to May suggests high streamflows are likely at nearly 60% of forecast locations, predominantly in northern and eastern Australia. After the recent heavy rains, these numbers are likely to climb. Our next forecast will be issued on the 13th of April. Wet catchments and high stream flows means the risk of widespread flooding remains in eastern and northern Australia with any further rainfall. Turning to temperatures, April to June days are likely to be warmer than average for southwest WA and Tasmania, but average to cooler than average in most other places. Nights are very likely to be warmer than average for most of Australia. So in summary, April to June is likely to see above average rainfall possible early in the season, warmer than average days in parts of Western Australia and Tasmania, high stream flows at most locations, and the risk of further flooding remains in wet catchments, particularly in eastern and northern Australia. Thanks for joining us. You can find out more about the outlooks on our website. We'll see you next time.